I find it very funny and very unfortunate that we as leaders, including church leaders, we are glorifying the things that this generation is doing, a few of our children are doing on social media. Sometimes the things that are very unfortunate, trying to portray very bad images and silhouettes and all those kind of things. And yet we are all glorifying and saying it doesn't matter, you do it again. Even as we do our part as government to make sure that fairness and justice is seen to be done, I want to request society, let's hold hands together to guide our children in the right path, because that is our duty. He is as parents.
Kipchumba Murkomen is among the right-hand men of President William Ruto. This is one of the cabinet secretaries that William Ruto trusts most. He has been a strong ally to William Ruto, and he has been serving in the cabinet since William Ruto came into office. Kipchumba Murkomen is one of the guys who are criticizing Uhuru Kenyatta seriously when he was serving as the senator of Elgeyo Marakwet. Now, Kipchumba Murkomen recently, he was appointed to become the cabinet secretary for roads, and Kipchumba Murkomen did nothing, significant nothing. He was accused of by the Gen Zs of having very expensive items, which were doubtedly actually could not be proven whether it was just genuine money or the corruption money. Therefore, among the things that were in the list of Gen Zs, that Murkomen was not supposed to be taken back to the cabinet. Now, when William Ruto dissolved the cabinet, Kipchumba was the cabinet secretary for roads and transport. But until the dissolution of the cabinet, Kipchumba Murkomen had done nothing completely. We can show Kenyans that this is the road that has been done under Kipchumba Murkomen. And this is what we are applauding for. He's one of the guys who went back to say that we need a task force to investigate the leaking roof at JKI. He promised that there will be no leaking roof again, but we had that happening now and then again. He's the same person who said that there will be no blackout in JKI again, but we kept on experiencing the same. We even went ahead to fire some people from there. Kipchumba Murkomen. Poor performance in all sectors that he has been serving. When Kipchumba Murkomen was given the sports docket, there's nothing we've gotten from him as a CS. There's nothing completely that's brought on board. No stadium is done, or there's no serious plan, there's nothing as communicated to Kenyans that he has done completely. There's nothing. Now, assessing all these two things that I'm talking about here, Kipchumba Murkomen has no audacity to speak to Kenyans on any other matter, because he has already failed in the mandate that he has been given. He has already failed twice, not once. He has not fought for any Kenyan in this country in any way. He has not helped William Ruto in any way when it comes to performance. And that is what the problem is with Kenyans. Having competent, poorly performing cabinet secretaries. Cherargei kept on telling us that Kipchumba Murkomen is a failure, corrupt, and he cannot perform. And that's what he is as we speak today, as per to Cherargei. Kipchumba Murkomen now was given the interior docket recently after William Ruto had appointed some Mount Kenya bigwigs into his government, after his meeting, of course, with Uhuru Kenyatta. Now, after he had come on board, the first task that Kipchumba Murkomen did is to ensure that Kenyans, young men and women, have been abducted. That is the lady, Mteti, and the others, Mwangi and the rest. Abducted. And then now he's coming here to lecture Kenyans on how parents should raise their kids to know how to do and how to do it. Those kids have been raised well and educated well by Kibaki. That's why they could be able to tell that here things are not going well. This person is corrupt. This leader is the poorest performing leader. They were able to point out that the belt that he was wearing was worth 50,000. The watch that he was wearing was worth 6 million. The people he's saying that are not educated and they don't know what they're doing and they've been raised bad. When you check, people are corrupt, stealing from poor Kenyans. And those who are pointing out those who are stealing, who were raised badly by their parents. The answer is just as your guess is as well as mine. So as we speak today, Kipchumba Murkomen is lecturing Kenyan parents on how to raise their kids well. Let's not forget that the Adani thing, when it was mentioned, Kipchumba Murkomen was at the center of it. And people say that he was also among the people who were bribed, allegedly. So here he is lecturing Kenyans from the sense that he knows so much, yet he cannot deliver in his docket, cannot bring anything new to us as a country. Now he's in the interior docket. You can see, you can feel that there's no CS there. Just speaking on Gen Zs instead of telling us about the status of the security of the country, especially during this festive season. Instead of telling us the measures the government has taken to ensure that there's safety in our roads, he's not talking about that. He's not telling us what is happening to the Haiti policemen, Kenyan policemen who are in Haiti. He's not telling us whether the money has been paid to those policemen or not. He's not telling us what is happening at North Rift, whether the schools are going to be opened or not. He's not telling us. But just the time, like Joe, who has time to say relevant things, to tell us that the Gen Zs are not well educated and not well informed on what they should do and what they should not do. Assuming that Kipchumba Murkomen is right on whatever thing that he's saying, let me take him back slightly. Was abduction the solution to someone who has committed a crime? Assuming those kids that were abducted all committed serious crimes that they deserve to be taken to police custody urgently, was abduction the solution? Why haven't they been presented in any court of Kenya? Why haven't they been presented in any court as we speak today, be charged for the offense that they did? Because we know if you do certain thing that infringes the other's rights, you're supposed to be in police custody and then be presented to court and be answerable to your mistakes or to the allegations. Why is it that these people are not presented and now Kipchumba Murkomen is lecturing parents or Kenyans on how they should raise their kids instead of telling us how they should raise, educate, and train our police officers to do the right things instead of having abductors? Why don't he talk about things that are concerning his security? Tell us that he is a security sector. We are planning to do arrests in such a ways. Kipchumba Murkomen has no audacity to speak the way he's speaking to any Kenyans whatsoever. Any Kenyan whatsoever. Because he's not a performer. He's a failure in his dockets and he cannot perform even in the interior. He only thinks of tenders and that is all. We are going to, the moment he took the sports docket, we heard that he's going to privatize all stadiums in the country. He had such kind of a proposal. Now he has taken over as interior cabinet secretary. You'll hear what he'll talk about. Replacement of police uniforms, police shoes, construction of one or two things, where tenders are, where money is, where they can be able to get our way to eat. Then you have the audacity to lecture the Kenyan parents on how to raise their kids who are informed and know what they are doing. Who told them that the person who was the coffin was the one they're thinking of? Who told them that Kibet, the guy from Egerton, the head that he had drawn was William Ruto? Who told them that? He designed and named wrote the song Kasongo. Then they come out to accuse him and arrest him for that head. No, Kipchumba Murkomen, this is Kenya and Kenya belongs to Kenyans. Let me see on the comment section what you think about Kipchumba Murkomen.